We're live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Live from the GME studio, it's Good Morning Entrepreneurs.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Good Morning Entrepreneurs.
Are you an entrepreneur who has felt like you were all alone on your business adventure? Well, you're in the right place.
You know, being an entrepreneur can be lonely and challenging at times, looking for people to bounce ideas off of and get feedback.
Welcome to Good Morning Entrepreneurs,
the show designed by entrepreneurs for entrepreneurs just like you.
Keep watching for your dose of entrepreneurial fun with the Roving Reporters and, of course, Kim and Carrie.
As we like to say around here, buckle up, Buttercup.
Good morning, entrepreneurs, and welcome to show number 91. I am your host, Kim White. I am the founder and fierce leader of the My Sexy Business team and community, and I am joined with the media personality and famous celebrity interviewer, the interviewer king himself, Adam Rothenberg. Adam, welcome, and thank you for co-hosting with me this week.
Oh, you're very welcome. Good morning, everyone. And I'm so excited to be here co-hosting with you, Kim. And we matched this morning. We're both wearing navy blue.
Oh, do you have great sleevage? Because I have great sleevage.
I don't. I have mediocre sleevage. But I'm so excited for today's show because Kim, GME, Good Morning Entrepreneurs, is for anybody who is or wants to be an entrepreneur. And the show is for you to come and get answers, get ideas, and for you to see what's possible in your business. And of course, to ask us questions. You can always send us questions and we are always more than happy to answer them. So we're glad you're with us this morning and thank you for tuning in.
Love it, Adam.
So, Kim, I think it's time to tell everyone what today's theme is about.
Are we going to go into Entrepreneurland first?
You know what, Kim? We are going to go into Entrepreneurland. And if I could follow the agenda, we're going to do that. So let's go to Entrepreneurland, everybody.
So let's just say that the theme today fits the show. It is new beginnings. I think that whenever you come into a new year, it's so exciting to think about this is a whole new year of beginnings, a whole new year of practicing, a whole new year of all kinds of things. So the theme for the show today, Adam, is new beginnings.
I love it. I would love to do a new beginning because 3 weeks off from the show and it's taking me a little bit to get back in the groove of things. So I'm all for new beginnings and today is the perfect day to start that.
I am giggling because this is the 91st show and only 3 short shows ago, we were just fine. And now we're all like, ooh, what do we do? Oh yeah, that's right. So we hope that you watching are taking notes of new beginnings right here in living color. We do want to head over to one of my favorite things that we do, and that is not bragging. Let me be very clear about this. We're not bragging about this. We just want to share and celebrate with you. So we are going to head over to the GME Chronicles, where we are going to hear some fun numbers.
Thank you, Kim and team. Good morning, everyone, and Happy New Year. Welcome to the GME Chronicles. My name is Jill Olish, and we have a lot of updates for you today on January 10th, 2025. The GME Chronicles is a celebration of moving the needle in our businesses, and we want to share these numbers out loud with you to show it is possible when we come together. The numbers today go back to December 9th through January 5th. So there were 7 Pilates classes with Kat, We have TNT website workshop, website royalty, Mama Outspoken Village holiday gathering with myself, kitchen to kitchen, sticky note time accountability, round 29 of Fire Up Mastermind, and 2 sessions of Groundwork Brigade Mastermind. There have been a total of 30 Fire Up Mastermind rounds, which totals out to 374 sessions, 6 rounds of Simple Publishing Mastermind, which comes out to 75 sessions, 3 rounds of Showtime Mastermind, which comes out to 36 sessions, and 228 sessions of Groundwork Brigade Mastermind. We also have Showtime Mastermind and Simple Publishing Masterminds, new rounds starting up in February. Kat posted 2 new blogs, Denise posted 1 new blog, and Adam posted 2 new interviews. Yvonne and Kat went live with the Salty Sisters, and My Sexy Business went live with show number 90 of GME, as well as 3 special holiday messages were posted from the GME crew. Be sure to check out our YouTube page and subscribe, so that way you never miss an upcoming show. 14 new podcast episodes dropped over these weeks. Go catch up and give them a listen. We had Sisters in Service with episodes 177 through 188, Mucked Up My Self-Care with episodes 86 through 89, 5 and 15 Interview Leadership Series with episode 46, Late Bloomer Living with episodes 210 through 213, and Buckets and Boomgates with episode 86, recorded with a live studio audience. On Clubhouse, Adam and Denise hosted the My Sexy Business Not Creepy Room, and we held the 17th Walk and Talk with the My Sexy Business community. You can connect with the Roving Reporters through the GME directory. Head over to mysexybusiness.com/GME to connect with the Roving Reporters there. Last week's total of 41 brings our grand total to 6,059 amazing things done collectively by this community in just 3 years. We look forward to more updates coming up next week. If you are ready to join in on the fun around here, find us tonight on YouTube, on our website, on Facebook, streaming live the Fierce Entrepreneur Summit. And save the date for the Vision Board Party on January 27th, as well as Sticky Note Time Guided Weekend on January 31st and February 1st. Back to you in the GME studio.
Wow.
That is incredible. Cheers. Cheers.
My favorite mug still Adam got me. I just have to say it out loud.
Oh, thank you. And I'm using one of my favorite mugs, my Olivia Newton-John mug.
Love it. Love it. Love it. So we have a lot of shout outs to do, Adam. And the first shout out is, holy moly, Jill has kept up with a lot of things. Let's just start there and say, Jill, thank you for your diligence in cat herding. That's what we're going to call it, in cat herding all the numbers so that everybody can be represented in that. That's amazing. 6,000 plus things in only 3 years.
Yes. I also found it amazing how the Fire Up Mastermind and the Groundwork Brigade, Simple Publishing, and Showtime Mastermind, how Jill broke down all of those numbers into the collective individual sessions is how I think I'm going to say it. I was blown away by how many sessions each thing had.
Yeah, it blows me away too, Adam. I've been at all of them. It's very exciting. Well, let's give a few shout outs real quick, and then we have actually a couple of videos to share this that are quick. But I want to wish Donna Bender, so we frame this, we want to make sure that Donna Bender's Mr. Dave, we want to wish him a happy birthday. He had a birthday while we were gone. So happy birthday, Mr. Dave. We love you. We want to wish Christy Bridges a birthday wish too. Christy, we love you. Without Christy, the Hope to Hope things that we have done in the past would not have happened. She like co-hosted, I can't tell you how many sessions and how many times. She is an amazing human. And then we have a couple, Adam, we have one with a video, but do you want to do the next special one?
I would love to. We would also like to give a special birthday shout out to my mom, Riva, who we are so thankful for always watching the show every week and all of your feedback. We hope you had a fantastic birthday. And I'm just going to say I love you very much.
We love you, Miss Riva. Let me say that, Mrs. Rothenberg. And then we have another sweetheart that we have a video for. She's actually part of the team. And we want to play it really quick. So can we roll that beautiful birthday footage?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, 'cause you're awesome. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday!
We love you, Amy, and wish you a happy birthday.
Yes, happy birthday, Amy. Hope you had a great celebration. I love you. I'm glad that we are on the same team and that we get to work together so often. So many more happy birthdays.
Agreed. And speaking of the team, I just have a little something that I want to share because this is our 3rd year anniversary as of the beginning of this week that Adam has been on the team and rocks our world. And I'm telling you, we could not do most of the things we do without Adam. So let's just be clear about that. He's our bougie bus driver. He's our like right hand man. I can go on and on, Adam, about like all the cliches, but how about I just play the video?
I can't wait.
And let me just say this. I think that I clicked off of it when I was looking at the calendar. So how do you like that? There's a live moment.
I love it.
Oh my goodness. Let me pull it up. Sorry. Here we go. All right, Adam.
I'm ready. Oh my gosh.
So congrats, Adam. Let me say that. I think that is like such a fun way to surprise you.
I am definitely surprised and very honored. Thank you. First, thank you for the beautiful video. And I'm very honored to get 2024 Producer of the Year again. That is very exciting and it means a lot to me. So thank you.
So I'm gonna tap into that for a second because I got sick. We'll just be honest about it. I got sick right before we left, and we had all these announcements we were going to make of the Misby Awards for last year. And because I couldn't come, we put it off. And so Adam didn't have any idea that he had won that for 2024 again. So I just want to say congratulations, well deserved. And honestly, GME would not be what it is without you. So thank you for everything you do. And thank you for being on the team. And I just flat out love you, Adam. That's what I'm going to say.
Well, thank you very much. That means a lot to me. And it's my pleasure. I love working on GME, and I wouldn't be able to do this without everybody who puts their efforts in to make this show so amazing. So it is really a team effort. So I just want to thank everybody, all the Roving Reporters, and everybody on the team that helps make this show so great. I couldn't do it without you. So thank you.
All I can say is just don't make me cry. My mascara will run. Like,
okay, then we're gonna be moving on to the next part. Which I believe. Well, actually, I'm a little confused as to if we're gonna go to a commercial or if we're going to the next segment.
So how about we do this, Adam? Because one of the things that Adam does, besides like help produce this show, is he also is the coordinator for the Fierce Entrepreneur Summit. So he does lots of behind the scenes to get us ready for the summit. And it's tonight, Adam, in case you didn't remember.
I did not. How do I say this? I don't want to say I did not remember, but of course I remembered. I'm very excited for it. We have so many things. We start with a virtual red carpet. So all of the speakers, we can all come together. That's what we like to call our on-ramping to get us ready for the summit. Then we move into the summit at 6 p.m. Central Time, which this quarter's theme, because it's a quarterly event, this quarter's theme is clarity, community, and collaboration. And we're going to have a roundtable discussion starting at 6 p.m. Central tonight, all about those topics. It's going to be great. We never know what we're actually going to be talking about, but the one thing I'm very excited for is that for you watching GME this morning, if you are going to watch the Fierce Entrepreneur Summit tonight, you can participate in the roundtable discussion because we have a live chat feature on all our platforms that will allow you to be part of the conversation. And we would love to hear what you have to say as well. And then we go into the after party where we let our hair down and have fun, and it gives you an opportunity to get to know us a little better. So if you RSVP on the My Sexy Business website that you're going to be watching the Fierce Entrepreneur Summit, you will then get a link to join us at the after party. And the only thing it will cost you is your email address.
That's right. We're just honest about the cost, aren't we, Adam?
We are, Kim. Yes. Yes.
I'm very excited about tonight. If you all really don't want to miss it, because if you're an entrepreneur, sometimes it's a pretty lonely space and you can feel like you're the only one who's doing things. And trust me, this community is full of, we'll call it adventurous souls who are business owners and entrepreneuring their way through life.
Yes, definitely. Speaking of one of the entrepreneurs who are working their way through life, it is the freaking fabulous Kat Corchado, and we are going to go to her segment on Military Minute.
Your leadership and your strength are awe-inspiring. I would love to know where you draw from on the inside of you, because I know that you are a decorated veteran. You are amazing as a human, as a veteran, as a business owner. Where does that strength come from for your leadership?
I believe that it's going through the hard things, whether it's raising children or being in the military and being a single parent. Those things build a sort of inner strength in yourself. And as you get older, what I've realized is that I really like me. I'm like, wow, okay, I really like who I am. you get to a point where it's okay to disagree with someone. You don't have to prove that you're right. You just have this calm about yourself. And if someone disagrees with me, I will say, wow, I see your point. And they may change my mind about something. Like, okay, wow, I didn't see it from that point of view. It's not being afraid of voicing your opinion and understanding that everyone sees things differently. Don't be afraid to adopt a new way of seeing something, because it's going to help you grow as a person and also as an entrepreneur.
I have to giggle. That was new beginnings, and we didn't even realize that that was the topic.
Yes. I love military men, and I love everything that Kat has to say. I especially liked in today's segment how Kat brought up the point of being open to hearing what other people have to say, and that maybe you can get a new perspective on something.
I love it. Well, Kat is a great example of being a entrepreneurial bad A. She has done so many things, and I'm just gonna tell y'all, don't tell her, that she's got a challenge coming up that we're gonna talk about more in like a little bit later on. But she's got like, I don't know, like, don't listen, Kat. She's in the green room. Don't listen, Kat. She's got like a book. She's got a challenge. She's got all kinds of stuff. So yeah, you want to connect with Kat, listen to her Sisters in Service podcast, and quite frankly, just hang out with her. She's fun.
I'll second all of those things that you say. Well, somebody else who has a lot of things going on is our next segment with Jill Olish for Mama Entrepreneurs.
Jill Olish is the ambassador of moms, founder and leader of the Mama Outspoken Village, published author, podcast host, executive team leader of My Sexy Business, host of the Vision Board Party, associate producer, and GME roving reporter.
Thanks, Kim. I have a secret to share, a confession, really. But I was asked, what part of the day do I dread the most? And it is a favorite part of the day, but also a dreaded part of the day. And yes, we can have those parts, especially as parents. And mine is around parenting. And that is when I have to deal with the energy shift in my house around when my husband gets home. There is a huge second win that my son gets every day when my husband gets home. It is so much fun because he was chill and relaxed for a little while, and then all of a sudden there's just this burst of energy, but it can cause so much chaos in my home. I usually try to set myself apart, and that's usually when I'm cooking dinner. So he's just kind of like waiting for him to walk in. My husband gets in and they get to play, and I am set aside. I'm not part of that chaos. It usually dies down after a little while when we're about to sit down and eat, but it can be the most dreaded part of my day most days, but also a favorite. If you have a dreaded day, don't forget it can be a favorite part of your day too. Just depends on how you look at it. Back to you in the GME studio.
Oh my gosh. Do you know what I love about Jill Olish, Tim?
Tell me, Adam.
I love just how honest she is about her journey as a mom and an entrepreneur. I feel like every week she talks about something that I personally don't, because I don't have kids. I'm not a mom, so I don't think about, but she opens my mind, like Kat was talking about. She opens my mind as to some of the struggles that she goes through. And she talks about her journey so openly and honestly also in her book, Mama Outspoken. I learned so much about Jill and her journey through postpartum depression and healing and rage. And it's a wonderful book because it comes from the heart and she speaks so openly about it. I feel like if you're a mom or you know a mom, this is the perfect book to give them as a gift to help them on their journey the way I feel like Jill helped me through her book just from being so honest.
I appreciate that part of Jillo too, because it's hard to share something. So we're speaking to entrepreneurs on this show, and we have to say that out loud. When you make yourself vulnerable, there's this place of fearing judgment and fearing rejection and fearing all that stuff. And Jill actually plowed through that. She had to go through it. It's not something you just avoid. She had to go through those fears to put this out, because she's very transparent and vulnerable in this book. But I will say out loud, I am so proud of her, because she's already helped, I don't know how many mamas understand the journey and be there for each other. She's a great support. So Amazon has the book. You need to go get it and then connect with Jill. Don't stop with the book. Go connect with her.
Well said, Kim.
Thank you, Adam. Speaking of somebody else that you want to connect with for different reasons, but just as important, are our very own Donna Bender and her Surprise and Delight marketing segment. Donna Bender is a master givologist, branding product strategist, corporate marketing trainer, published author, host of The Big Show and Tell, summit leader, and GME roving reporter.
Thanks, Kim and Carrie. This is Donna Bender coming to you today as a roving reporter for Good Morning Entrepreneurs. Today's Surprise and Delight marketing segment is giving gifts on different types of holidays to show your appreciation. You might be wondering why I'm dressed like this. Well, on January 19th, it is National Popcorn Day, and a great opportunity to show your appreciation to both your employees and your clients. There are some really quick things that you could do to give everybody a great experience. What? Well, you could host a popcorn party. Send out a virtual invite where employees and clients can pop in, taste a variety of different gourmet popcorn flavors, and socialize. And speaking of gourmet popcorn, you can pick as many different baskets or tins at a local gourmet store, or if you want to do it yourself, you can buy various flavored bags, put them in a nice gift bag with tissue paper, but don't forget to put in something with your brand so that when the popcorn is gone, you still stay top of mind. And you can also encourage employees and clients to share their Popcorn Day celebrations on social media, which can boost your company culture and your client engagement. So, by incorporating National Popcorn Day into your giving plan, you can create a memorable experience that shows your appreciation in a very yummy, lighthearted, and enjoyable way. Back to you, Kim and Carrie.
Adam, we need popcorn now. I wish we had some now.
Yes, I was just thinking my favorite gift when I worked in corporate was when a client would send us a popcorn tin, because it was always delicious and I always appreciated it from them.
I love it. Well, that's a fun way to give a gift or learn about even the branded things that Donna teaches about. And if you want to know more, which you do, let me just say that you do want to know more, go to her YouTube channel. It's at Donna Bender Giving. She just started this, and it's been amazing to watch the people and the questions come in and all the things. So Donna, just to give her credit where credit's due, she's the one that helped us brand with Thermos. She's the one that helped us brand with Yeti, and I don't know if I'm pointing in the right direction, but it's somewhere back here. She helped us with a whole lot of things, and I think that when you're looking for a way to be stand out as a brand or to appreciate the people on your team or your clients, customers, I think she is the go-to person. And she's got lots of information on her channel. So go and subscribe so you don't miss out on her big show and tell and all the other things she does.
My God, Donna does so many great things. Very lucky that she's part of this community.
Absolutely. And she will be part of the summit tonight. So if you haven't already, subscribe so that you can go to the Fierce Entrepreneur Summit. Hit the subscribe button here and come join us tonight, 6 p.m. Central, for clarity, community, and collaboration roundtable discussion. You guys will see some new video kind of things. You'll see some all kinds of things because, Yvonne and I are going to be the puppy and pony show, we're going to call it. But remember the conversation. We want you guys to join in with us. If you're available, come while we're live and ask questions like Adam was talking about earlier. I think that's really important. So go to the website, mysexybusiness.com, and go to the events page. You'll see where to sign up for the after party. We'd love to have you there too. So we have a good time, Adam, just always.
We sure do. And we would love for you to be part of it.
You are tuning in to Good Morning Entrepreneurs. We are so glad you're here with us today. Hope you'll be there tonight. This is show number 91, and today's theme is New Beginnings. I want to mention something that's old in a new way. How's that, Adam?
I like that. Everything old is new again, like the Peter Allen song.
Exactly. So we have lots of roving reporters that are dedicated to bringing you information, bringing you ideas, bringing you suggestions, bringing entrepreneurial things to the table. Because most of us didn't have that kind of a circle around us when we were starting our businesses. So it's really important, and we are committed to this. So I want you to know that each one of these roving reporters is in the GME directory, the Good Morning Entrepreneurs directory. You can go to mysexybusiness.com / GME, not capital GME, but little GME, big difference. Go in and scroll down to the red button and please do connect with them. Look and see what all they're doing. And they're putting in a lot of work to be here for you watching. So I think going and connecting with them, following them, they're so open. They're so amazing.
Aw, thank you, Kim.
You're welcome, Adam.
One of my favorite parts of the show is coming up right now, where we get to answer a question of the week that we get from a viewer just like you watching. This week's question is, where do I start if I want a business?
I actually love this question. Like our community is for those who are already in business and those who are wanting to start a business, because we understand the value of starting right. A lot of us fell into entrepreneurship in a really hard way that we could have avoided some of the pain that we went through. And so I think where to start is, what do you want to do? What is it that you want to do? Do you already have a business in mind? Do you already have, I think answering those kind of questions is really where you start. It's not jumping in and taking on someone else's dream. It is, what do you want? What do you want your business to do? What do you want out of life? I think it's a very important thing is to ask yourself those questions. So I'm going to say, have a conversation with a business owner or entrepreneur that's already in business and see what you can learn before you start. So that's my 2 cents worth, Adam.
I love that. And I also love the fact on the entrepreneurial journey that if you are you think you want to start out one way, but then you discover maybe you don't really like what you chose, you can always pivot and go in a different direction. And that happened to me. So I love that. I just want to put it out there. Just because you start one way doesn't mean that's the direction you're going to go your whole life. You can go in other directions if you find it's not really what you thought it was going to be. So, but having a community to help you figure those things out, to me, was an important part of it.
It definitely helps. Clarity, community, and collaboration. Just going back to that quickly, that helps a lot.
You mean you'll hear more about tonight at the Fierce Entrepreneur Summit?
I think so, Adam.
At 6 p.m. Central Time.
There you go. So a great example of clarity and a great example of community and a great example of collaboration is the next little bit of our show today, and that's our Salty Sisters. We have a couple of gurus, we're going to call them, and it's Kat Corchado and Yvonne Marchese, but they each bring something so magical to the table together on their live streams, but they also bring their own segments here. But we've got a little crossover today, which I'm really excited about. So we're going to go to Kat's segment first. It's health and wellness for entrepreneurs. Kat Corchado is a proud military veteran, health and wellness professional, founder of Small Space Pilates, movement specialist for injury, illness, and cancer recovery, podcast host, published author, and GME roving reporter.
How do you specifically help cancer patients in a way someone else might not?
In cancer, and especially if someone has had surgery, there are certain restrictions that people have. So you have to know the range of motion, what their range of motion is. You also have to work with their oncologist and PT to make sure that you're in alignment with what they're doing. And a lot of trainers and other fitness enthusiasts are unable to do that. And one of the things that I learned in cancer is that if you've had any kind of lymph nodes taken out, you are at risk for lymphedema the rest of your life.
Oh, wow.
And a lot of doctors will not tell somebody that. And I've had breast cancer patients that came in and I would ask them, did your doctors tell you about lymphedema? And they're like, no. I'm like, okay. So I think I'm better prepared than most.
How does having that knowledge of lymphedema help you help them?
If someone does have lymphedema and they're swollen a little bit, you have to do what are called lymphatic drainage exercises that can help the fluid move. And you don't want to do any kind of other exercise at that moment except for that. If they're doing it on their own, great. If they're not, then you want to do that with them and show them how to do that. And sometimes they can work out afterwards and sometimes they can't, depending on the type of cancer that they have.
Gotcha. Well, I am very grateful that you do know that. And this is just one more reason why, Kat, you are so freaking fabulous. And you are the movement specialist that everybody should come to.
Oh, thank you, Adam.
I second that motion, Adam. I will tell you, Kat kicks my booty on the regular. I'll just say that. But the fact that she is helping so many people that think that they can't work out or think that they are done. I think that's the hopelessness without Kat, is you don't know what you can do. So I want to show really quickly, and y'all don't make fun of me and my skills here, my mad skills, but I want to show Kat's website really quick because she actually gives away a free week. So if you're someone who is going through, maybe cancer treatment, if you're doing any of that stuff, come to Kat. That's what I'm going to say. That's my answer to all the things. Come to Kat. Come to Kat. So let me see if I can do this right. Oh, about to show you the wrong screen. There we go. So this is the beginning of the page. You're there when you see welcome to the SS Pilates Yacht Club. That's what she calls it. It is smallspacepilates.com. And it is a community of women over 40 addressing their fitness needs while having fun. And we do have fun. We giggle, even though she kicks our booties. So there is all kinds of information on here. There's a no judgment zone, no perfection policy. She is so spot on with this. And if you're ready to just go straight to sign up, there's a purple button. Of course, it's purple. If you want to come for a week, though, you can come to this purple button and push that, and you actually can come and join the community and have a really good time while you figure out things. Because Kat really does She is a movement specialist for all of us. So come play with us.
Kim, I agree with all of that. And I'm sorry I was having like a little bit of a coughing fit during that part. So I'm glad that now I'm able to speak and say, I second everything you said about cats.
Thank you, Adam. And I feel bad because I was looking at the website. I didn't know you were joking.
That's okay.
I'm so sorry.
I'm much better now. Just in time to talk about the other half of the Salty Sisters, Yvonne Marchese. And this is where they come together because Yvonne's segment, Entrepreneurship Later in Life, is going to feature Kat today. So let's go to Yvonne's segment.
Yvonne Marchese is the president of the Age Agitators Club, creator of the Aging Playfully Play Shop, podcast host, published author, branding photographer, summit leader, and GME roving reporter.
Thanks, Kim. This is Yvonne Marchese coming to you as a roving reporter for Good Morning Entrepreneurs. I'm your resident age agitator here to talk about later in life entrepreneurship. And I'm here with my salty sister, Kat Corchado, who you all know. And we are going to be talking today about sitting as an entrepreneur and what that does to us when we sit in our chair all day long.
Well, entrepreneurs, we sit a lot for meetings, for the things we're figuring out on computer, et cetera, et cetera. Well, I'm sure you've heard that sitting is the new smoking. Sitting compresses the body. It hurts your spine. It hurts everything in your body. And so finding ways to, as you call it, Yvonne, disrupting that repetitive motion just by getting up, dancing for a few minutes is a way to not only reinvigorate your body, but reinvigorate your brain.
That's my favorite.
So if you've ever been working on an email and you think it's done and you get up and you go do something, you come back and then you realize all the mistakes that are in the email. Have you ever done that? You go, I didn't see that before. It's like a refresh for your brain. So sitting, if you can make yourself stand up, at least stand up on the hour, 10 minutes on the hour, just stand up. If you have a standing desk, even better.
Like set an alarm or something like that?
Yeah, we all have phones that have alarms on them. Let's use them.
Yeah. All right. I love it.
There you go.
Set your alarm, people. That's all for now. Back to you in the studio.
Oh, I was trying to set an alarm, Adam, because I don't want Kat to come and get me. So dance breaks are the best. They're the best.
And can I just say, Kim, that let me count the ways, Kat. I have to say to Kat, let me count the ways, the amount of times I have written email, read through it, and then been like, oh, that's wrong. And I have to change it. Oh my gosh, so many times. But another place that Yvonne has some amazing conversations in addition to her GME segments is on her podcast, Late Bloomer Living. She is over 200 episodes in. So if you are looking for more great insights on starting that dream at no matter what age, Yvonne has so many great episodes with a variety of amazing humans who have started entrepreneurship later in life. And you can tune in to the latest episode, or you can go back to the beginning and binge all 200 episodes. However you want to start listening, I just suggest tuning in.
They're so fun. Yvonne's fun. Kat's fun. We're just a fun group around here, Adam.
We are. And somebody else who is fun in this community is our very own findability queen herself, Denise Millet, whose segment we are going to go to right now with helping entrepreneurs be findable online.
Denise Millet is the findability queen, search marketing consultant, technology simplifier, host of the virtual scavenger hunt, published author, summit leader, and GME roving reporter. Is there a certain number of words that go with each blog or page or whatever that search engines choose over another one? Like, is there a favorite?
That's an excellent question. And what I will tell you from my experience is there's a lot of people doing studies where they say you should have over 500 words, or you should have 1,500 words or 3,000 words and you do better. The problem is we don't really know. So we know that the search engine has their formula for how they indicate they value something. And we don't exactly know what criteria they use. What we can see in search results is that content that has meat to it, so it's not just superficial, no matter what the length, gets preferential treatment. So if you give more in-depth content that's valuable, no matter how many words it is, you're going to do better.
Oh, Denise Millet, she gives some of the best advice on how to become more findable online. And I found that very interesting about the number of letters or words you should have in a post, that it's not necessarily the number, but the actual content. And that's one of the things that she has told me repeatedly since I've known her. And so I do try to make my content rich in topic as opposed to let me just get as many words as possible on the page.
Well, I have to say, one of the things I appreciate about Denise, like to an extreme level, let me just say that, is the fact that she's honest. There's a lot of things that no one knows, but they pretend to know. And I love that Denise Millet does not. But I will tell you, she helps so many people, Adam, including you, who is, y'all don't tell Adam I told you, but he's almost at 1.5 million visitors. Like, he's just a few thousand away from 1.5 million. Oh, sorry, Adam.
And that really is so much due to Denise and all of the tips she has been giving about findability, because I have taken the time to implement those tips into my site. So, Denise, thank you very much. I am so glad to be in such presence as yours, the findability queen.
Go and subscribe to her channel so that you can also get your 1.5 million visitors, because that's the deal, is if you follow the simple things Denise shares, even on her channel, y'all go check it out, because she's got so much wisdom, most in awe.
She posts a lot of great clips on her channel. A lot of them are anticipating questions that you may have, but also one thing that Denise just mentioned in her newsletter was that if you have questions, post them on her YouTube page in the comments so she can then answer them for you. So don't go without knowing. Go to the Findability Queen and get your questions answered.
No more SEO blah blah blah. Go and get like what to do, because it's very simple and she is amazing. Speaking of someone else who is amazing, I'm going to say we're going to head over to our very own, again, interview king, Adam Rothenberg, for Entrepreneurs in Entertainment. Adam Rothenberg is the interview king, media personality, creator of the Call Me Adam entertainment platform, published author, podcast host, red carpet correspondent, associate producer, and GME roving reporter.
Thanks, Kim. It's Adam, and I'm back in the closet for this edition of Entrepreneurs in Entertainment. Susan Lucci is another one of my favorite actresses who has inspired my entrepreneurial journey. I adored Susan as Erica Kane on ABC's All My Children, and throughout the early 2000s, Susan's entrepreneurial spirit floated through me as I enjoyed watching her sell her line of perfume, body wash, shampoo, apparel, bags, and shoes on the Home Shopping Network. Because I was a fan of Susan's already, I was excited to see what products she was selling. I loved how authentic and enthusiastic Susan was about her items. In fact, It was because of her authenticity and enthusiasm that I bought her travel bag, which I still own to this day. Susan's entrepreneurial journey resonated with me because it demonstrates when your audience knows and likes you in one aspect of your business, they will most likely follow you to the next phase because you have built that trust with them. Since I already knew and liked Susan from her work on All My Children, I trusted her when she was selling her products. I can't wait to see what Susan does next. And that is today's Entrepreneurs and Entertainment segment. It's back to you in the GME studio.
Love it, Adam. And you're right. Susan Lucci is definitely an entrepreneur.
Yes. And that travel cosmetic bag has held up so well. I carry all my toiletries in it. And it really is because I was a fan of hers on the show. That is the reason when I saw that she was going to be on Home Shopping Network, that's the reason I started watching.
Well, let me just say so that others don't miss out. You don't want FOMO from this. You really want to go to Adam's callmeadam.com, his entertainment platform, because you can find out what the other 1.5 million people have found out too. And they've discovered how amazing Adam is and all of the interviews. Kat and I decided several weeks ago that it's easier to list the people Adam doesn't know than it is all the ones he does. He's got so many great interviews on there. So you want to have a good time, go check out Adam's callmeadam.com entertainment platform.
Thank you for that, Kim. Well, now it's time to go to one of my other favorite segments on the show. Like Kat says, they're all my favorite segments. But this one in particular, it's time for Princess Speak. And the whole team has to come up, Kim.
I was going to say, so Princess Speak is the simple business language for entrepreneurs that our community uses on the daily. And we do something around here called the Word of the Year. And I am actually using my Word of the Year for Princess Speak today. And it's possibilities. So I'm very reflective at the end of the year. I'm very I want to see how to go in with the new beginnings, like our theme of the year. And I was thinking, I probably have a good 35 years left to do what I want to do. What do I want to be when I grow up? Just like when I was a senior in high school, the world was like before me. I still have that. So what do I want to do? What possibilities am I going to explore on this adventure this year?
Kim, I'm just going to say, like the late Linda Lavin, she had a song in one of the Broadway shows that she got a Tony Award for. The show was It's a Bird, It's a Plane, It's Superman. And she sang this song, You've Got Possibilities. And when you told me that was the word of the year for you, that song popped into my head. And it's so true. There's so many, I feel like that's a great word because there are so many things that can happen. The new year is, I think Kat mentioned it in her newsletter, that the new year is your own blank canvas and you can paint it however you see fit. So I think that's a fantastic word to choose.
Thank you, Adam.
Gosh, I agree. Possibilities is endless. There's so many things. It's open. It's exciting and new. But I think we also want to talk about the word of the year and how it can help you focus your energies in good times and bad. So I know that we use them sometimes. We have a token on our desk that reminds us of the word, and it reminds you why you're doing things and what your aim is overall for the year. So I think it's just incredibly powerful.
I love it, Denise.
I totally agree with Denise. When you think about that word and you get to a point where you feel as though you want to just stop and you think about your word of the year and you're like, no, my word of the year is this. I'm going to keep moving. But I think the word possibilities for me is when I think about possibilities, I think about something I'm scared to do and it might open the door just a little bit to think what's possible if I take this small step forward. of that thing that I'm afraid to do. What could happen? And so I think possibilities opens the door to a lot of things for a lot of people.
I love that, Kat. And I will say that on January the 1st, I did something that I wasn't sure I could do. And I'm telling everybody who's listening, so don't laugh, but I feel like it so represents entrepreneurs. I climbed for me, I would have considered a mountain. I know it was only 120 feet at a 60-degree angle. I just want y'all to look that up. It's like steep, but I climbed that physically. But I think sometimes in our adventure as entrepreneurs, or even want to be entrepreneurs, it's daunting to look up that steep, hill and think, am I really going to be able to get up there? And I think that's the beauty of having y'all in my life. If it wasn't for Kat, I would not have believed I could have gotten up that hill. So I think that that's a piece of the puzzle for the possibilities is, who do you need to add to your life? Who do you need to hear from? Who do you need to hang out with? Because I do believe in who we hang out with matters. If you're hanging out with someone who's talking you out of things, why? If you're hanging out with someone who's trying to talk you into their dream or their agenda, why? Like, be careful that you're on your own adventure and doing the things. So word of the year is a very powerful tool that we use.
And can I just add one thing to what Denise said about having the word of the year? So this is what she was talking about. We have the word of the year on a rock. Now, if you don't have a rock, I mean, I feel like you could put it on a Post-it. You could put it on, if you have a whiteboard that you use with marker, you could write it. But having it in front of you, for me at least, has helped me throughout the year remember what my word of the year was and why I chose it. And for me last year, my word was believe. I'm going to keep that word for this year because while I've achieved some things with it, I still need to work on some things with it. So it helps to have it out in front of you all the time, so you're always reminded. So Denise, I love that you mentioned that we have it like that.
Yeah, Adam, I think the rocks, our prehistoric sticky note rocks are great. I also like, a lot of people focus on Q4 as wrapping up the financial business, sales, numbers. And it really is wrapping up a year and then looking back and reflecting on what happened and coming up with a plan to go forward and kind of tweak the things that you may not have enjoyed, or the things that you want to push further, or things you did enjoy. So I think we all have that opportunity at this time of year. So I hope everybody takes it.
New beginnings, possibilities. We hope that you are connecting with our roving reporters so that you can hang out with some amazing peeps. I don't know what I would do without this community. I just want to say that. And I don't know what we would do without you, Sweet Watcher. So join us next Friday, 7 a.m. Central, and join us tonight for the Fierce Entrepreneur Summit. Love y'all.
Join us next Friday at 7 a.m. Central. This is the team signing off for Good Morning Entrepreneurs.